This province might help you get your permanent residency in Canada. If you are struggling with those express entry points for getting your PR in Canada, it's time that you start thinking about taking additional provincial help. And you must also know that British Columbia is a province in Canada which is well known for its beauty as well as cost of living. But do you know that this province also helps people with certain skills and certain occupations and helps them to settle in Canada by providing them with the provincial nomination certificate? And in today's video, we will be discussing all 6 ways you can get a PR in Canada through the province of British Columbia. If you are already in Canada or planning to settle in Canada, you must know that British Columbia is very well known for its lifestyle, climate, beautiful lakes as well as its national park. British Columbia possibly has better temperatures during peak winter, which makes it a prime choice for the people who want to settle in Canada without sacrificing their comfort. So instead of relying on federal express entry system, if you are already in British Columbia or want to settle in British Columbia, you should consider applying through their PNP system. Now let's understand how you can get a PR through the province of British Columbia. Even though there are 6 different ways to get a provincial nomination through BC, they are mostly divided into 2 different groups. The first group is the stream for workers or skills immigration, and the second group is the streams for entrepreneurs. So hit that subscribe button and let's start the first stream in our list. The first stream in our list is the skilled workers stream. In this stream, you need a job offer on a company letterhead. You need a minimum of 2 years of full-time work experience in any skilled occupation, must be in tier code 0, 1, 2 or 3. Any co-op work terms which are paid are also considered eligible, but other paid work during the studies are not considered eligible. For example, doing a TA or doing a part-time job elsewhere. This stream is also eligible for Express Entry BC option, and you need to create Express Entry profile first for that. The minimum language score requirement is CLB4, which is bare minimum, and it is required for tier 2 or 3 applicants. You need to go through Skills Immigration Registration System or SIRS in order to file your expression of interest. The job offer here is not an LMIA job. It just means that the employer should be able to support you through this application. The next stream in our list is the Health Authorities stream, which is created in conjunction with BC Provincial Health Authorities, and it is specially designed for the health workers. Let's look into it. An employee could be in any NOC or tier code. It has to be a permanent full-time job offer from the Provincial Health Authorities. The health authority could include First Nation Health Authority, Fraser Health, Interior Health, Island Health, Northern Health, Vancouver Coastal Health, Providence Healthcare. You can contact Health Match BC to get the recruitment support you need. Even physicians, nurse practitioners and midwives are also eligible. To be eligible in this stream, you must be eligible and qualified to do this job. That means if you require license, you need the license. And the respected health authority has to agree to support your application. This streams also supports EEBC, which is Express Entry BC system, which means you can go through the Express Entry as well. And finally, you do not need to apply through SIRS system. This is already approved PNP program, so you can directly apply for your PNP nomination. The next stream in our list is the International Graduate stream, which includes degree and diploma holders from a Canadian university. Let's look into it. Your primary occupation must be in tier code 1, 2 or 3. Tier code 0 is not eligible. If it's a distance education, you must have completed at least 50% of it in Canada. The degree has to be granted from eligible institutions, and the list of the eligible institution is in the description, so please go check that out. The job offer you have in BC should be the same NOC tier category. The diplomas and certificate from private institutions are not eligible. The education has to be a minimum of 8 months, which is 2 semesters, and you have to submit the application within 3 years of your graduation. And finally, to get the PNP through this stream, you need to go through SIRS system. The next stream in our list is the International Postgraduate stream, which includes masters and PhD candidates. And the interesting part is you do not need a job offer for this stream. Yes, you heard that right. Let's check out. The master's program in the following studies are eligible: agriculture, agriculture operations or related science, biological or biomedical science, computer and information system, engineering, engineering technology and related fields, health profession and related programs, mathematics and statistics, natural resources conservation, and finally physical science. For doctoral programs, you must have either completed doctoral program or must be an eligible PhD student. Programs like JD and MD in health are not eligible. You must submit the application within 3 years of your graduation, or if you are a PhD student, you can apply as soon as you are admitted. And because this is already an approved program, you do not need to go through the SIRS system and can directly apply for your PNP. The next stream in our list is the entry-level semi-skilled worker stream. Currently, the occupations in food as well as hospitality business with tier code 4 and 5 are eligible. To be eligible for this stream, you must have a full-time permanent position with the company. You must be currently working with the company, and you must be working in the same occupation since at least last 9 months with the same employer. You must have completed at least high school inside or outside Canada. You need to meet the minimum language requirement, which is CLB4, which is bare minimum. The express entry route for this stream is not available. You will have to apply through the non-express entry route once you get your PNP. And finally, you need to go through the SIRS system to determine your eligibility. Now, throughout various sections, I talked about express entry BC option. Let's try to understand what that means. It means that you are creating an express entry profile and use the express entry number to register for PNP SIRS system. Then you have to wait for the invitation rounds by the British Columbia for the particular stream. And once you are invited to apply, you apply for the stream, you get your PNP certificate, and it automatically gets added into your express entry profile with additional 600 points. So that's how the express entry BC option works. All the job offer related stream also has an employer requirement. Let's go through that. The employer has to be physically present in Canada. The employer has to complete and sign a declaration form that they are supporting the application of this candidate. The employer has to have a valid business license. The business should be at least in existence since 1 year. And if it's the entry-level semi-skilled worker stream, the business has to be in existence for at least 2 years. The business has to have a minimum of 5 employees in Metro Vancouver, which are either PR or Canadian citizen. And if they are not in Metro Vancouver, they need a minimum of 3 employees. The business has to show that they tried to hire a Canadian citizen or a PR before going through this support. As a part of that, they have to show the recruitment ads for at least 14 days. And finally, they need to show the genuine need of this position. Now, I talked about some SIRS system which is needed for some of the streams. Let's try to understand how that part of the process works. You have to first register with the Skill Immigration Registration System, which is SIRS. The link for that registration is in the description, so please go check that out. The international postgraduate category as well as the healthcare professional category do not need to register with the SIRS. Instead, they can directly submit directly through the BCPNP online. Once you are registered, you will receive a registration scores based on several criteria, and you will be included in the selection pool for selected category. After that, you will be invited based on regular interval draws to apply for BCPNP. And once you are invited, the candidates will then have 30 days to submit their application. Now let's go to the next group of our stream, which is the entrepreneur immigration stream. To be eligible in this stream, you need to have a personal net worth of at least 600,000 Canadian dollars. You need to have a business or a management experience. If you do not have a business experience, you must have at least equivalent of 2 years of post-secondary diploma. The minimum language score requirement for this stream is CLB4. Wherever you are currently living, you must be lawfully admitted to that country. And finally, you must have or be eligible for legal immigration status in Canada. There are some additional business, job as well as investment requirements for the entrepreneur immigration system. So let's go through that. You need to establish a new eligible business or need to buy or improve an existing business as a part of this requirement. You need to make an eligible personal investment of at least 200,000 Canadian dollar in the business. You need to create at least one full-time job for a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident. And finally, the process of application looks something like this. You need to create a business proposal. Then you need to register your proposal with the BCPNP program. Then you need to get a work permit. After that, you need to build your business in British Columbia and use that to show the proof for BCPNP nomination. Once you get your nomination, you can apply for your permanent residence. Now finally, no matter where you are, if you are in Canada or outside Canada, whether you are looking for a job or have an entrepreneur drive, you have a chance. If you are in Canada, does not matter if you are currently on a study permit or work permit, studying right now or working, understanding your pathway to successfully immigrate in Canada is the first step to become a permanent resident of Canada. And all you have to do is just save this video. If you are not ready right now, just prepare yourself for it and work towards the eligibility of the stream which sparks your interest. I have provided all the details in the description, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you believe this is not the right province for you, go check out this video where I'm explaining legal ways to immigrate in Canada through the province of Alberta. So thank you for watching, all the best in your journey, and I will see you in the next one.